This lesson will cover the toolbars in MakerBot Desktop to help you position your 3D model before you send it to the printer. The first button just changes the view. You can toggle between the top view, a side view, and a front view. And you can also always click and drag to move your model around in 3D space to make sure everything lines up the way it's supposed to. Clicking the home button will take you back to the original view. You can use the plus and minus buttons to zoom in or out, and you can accomplish the same thing with the scroll wheel if your mouse supports that. The second button allows you to change the position of your model on the build plate. You can move your model along the X, Y, or Z axis. You can also click these quick buttons to move your model onto the platform if it was in the air. You can center your model to put it in the middle of the build plate, or you can click reset to put your model back to where it was when you first loaded it. Moving your model is as simple as either clicking the up and down buttons, and you'll see it move along the X, Y, or Z axis, as you can see. You can also do this by clicking and dragging in the direction you'd like your model to move. The next button is the rotation button. You have quick buttons that will rotate your model by 90 degrees at a time. You can also use the up or down buttons to rotate 1 degree at a time. You can even type in a specific rotation. And you have quick buttons to allow your model to lay flat or to reset it to its initial rotation. And last but not least, you have the option to scale your model up or down to a specific size. You have a quick button that will allow you to scale up to the largest possible size that your printer can comfortably print. You'll notice here it got a little bit smaller than the build plate, and that's because when it prints, it's going to print a support raft around the outside of the model. So the raft is going to be a little bit bigger on all sides than the model itself. And again, you can toggle 1 millimeter at a time, up or down, or you can click and drag your model smaller or larger. And those are all the buttons that you can use to change your view of your model or make changes to the size and position of the model before you send it to the printer.